Greetings. This is Dr. Owens with Dare to Dream Leadership Consulting Firm. And I have a great show for you today. I want you to pay attention closely because I believe that this lesson will give you some insight as to how you can create a positive flow in your life, a positive flow that will garner you success, or will garner you attention and attraction from others whom may be following you or who may consider doing business with you. I want to speak to you today about the importance of being bold, the importance of speaking boldly when it comes to your vision, when it comes to your lesson, when it comes to anything that you're presenting to as far as leading or as far as selling a product. It is important that you have a bold stance, a posture that is confident, a posture that will set you apart from the rest. Being bold is not an arrogant thing. It's a confident thing. It's something that you know what you know who you are, and you present yourself in such a way that people want to do business with you. People want to hear you. They want to hear what you have to say because they sense an aura of confidence. They sense that you know what you're talking about, you're equipped, and people want to naturally follow people that know what they're talking about and are bold. So we're going to talk about some strategies that you can use in being bold and preparing yourself to be bold and having a strategy moving forward in confidence in whatever you are presenting to the people that you're presenting your product or your expertise to. Now, I want to share this with you, that we're all experts in some field, in some type of thing that we have conquered, something that we have gone through a process in life. It doesn't necessarily have to be an education, but something that we are good at, something that we've done over and over again to the point that we failed and we failed ourselves into success. I want to encourage those of you that perhaps you have not had any formal training, you've not acquired some type of scholastic studies. Everyone has something that they're good at. Everyone on the planet has something that they can do with confidence, whether it be cooking a meal, whether it be cutting hair, whether it be trimming a yard. Doesn't matter what it is. We all have gifts and talents. And I want to establish this in this conversation because many people count themselves out of being entrepreneurs, of being leaders in their field, because they feel that they need a degree. They need a piece of paper to validate them and their successes in life. Well, you could have raised 3 children. You could have raised kids. You could have been married for a long period of time. That takes skill to stay married. It takes skill to raise children that are successful. So you are a success. You just have to realize that you're good at a lot of things and start tapping into your purpose, tapping into what you're naturally good at. Now, one of the first tips I want to give you about being bold is that it is first, remember that speaking out is having a bold idea and meditating first of what you want to speak out about and preparing yourself to speak on that particular topic. It's important that you strategize, have a strategy prior to you speaking. If you're speaking to a group of people, if you're speaking even to just your family members, I remember coming up that I would have family time with my children, and I would speak to them about things that we were going to do as a family, where our future was going to be, that it was going to be bright. And I strategically had a plan to speak with my family really on a weekly basis. We had meetings, and when I spoke, I had a family plan. I had a strategy that I used. So I want to first of all impress upon you that it's important to have a strategy. Have a strategy before you have the conversation. Have a strategy of where you want to take the conversation, so that when you speak, you have a plan. You have a skeleton. You have a skeleton of what you're going to talk about. So when you talk, you're not just talking off the top of your head, but you have a planned strategy of the topics that you want to cover. Secondly, I want to stress, this is very important, that you don't apologize for your stance. I want to say that again, that you don't apologize for your stance. Don't back down. Instead of saying, I know this is a bad idea, say, I know this is a bold idea. See how that makes a big difference. Don't say, I know this is a bad idea. Say, I know this is a bold idea. So you may have an idea. Usually our ideas that we have are ideas that are really big ideas. And in the way we term it is not, people understand what you're saying, but you don't want to say a bad idea as if it's a hard idea. Maybe it is hard, but it's a bold idea. So I want to encourage you to frame your words where you're confident and competent in what you're saying. Okay? You can say this is really a great opportunity, and we owe it to the organization, or we owe it to our family, we owe it to our marriage, we owe it we owe it to ourselves to figure out how to make this happen. I want to say this to challenge you to dream big, to dream bold, and to speak your dream boldly. This is what this conversation is all about. Strategizing to be bold, strategizing to live bold, and to talk bold. Okay. Finally, you might as well get ready for some pushback. That's going to happen. Prepare yourself for pushback. Prepare yourself for people to ask questions, for people to shake your idea, to tinker with the idea. But remain confident, remain bold. Okay. Just remember that people often need time to come around and await and to understand what you're presenting to them on their own terms. People want to play with their idea, and especially if it's a bold idea, they need time to think on it, and that's okay. That's part of being a leader. See, that's all part of being a leader. You got to understand, you got to allow people to be blown out of the water when you have bold ideas. They're going to push back, but allow them time to meditate on it. Allow them time to think on it. Okay? And that's all about promoting individuality. That's all about giving people the exercise of freedom of thought, but still remain bold on your idea, on your dream, on your vision. There will always be people who don't want to change simply because it is change. But as a leader, it's part of your job to promote ideas that will make things better. It is your job. It is your responsibility as a parent, as a father, as a mother, as a boss, as a CEO, as a founder, as a leader in your field. It's important that you make bold steps to make change. It's important that you step out of the comfort zone and you encourage your staff, your family, whomever you're leading, even yourself. You have to first lead yourself before you can lead others. So it's important that you step out of your comfort zone and make bold decisions, make bold ideas become a reality by not shrinking back in fear, but stepping out and speaking boldly what you believe to be a fact and truth in regards to what inspirations you have that you would like to accomplish. Here's some few tips that I want to share with you in being bold. Make a list of pros and cons and focus on the benefits of the pros. Show your confidence to your group or to your family, whomever you're talking to, by challenging them with the bold idea. Share the responsibility for the bold vision with others around you. This is the third point. Share responsibility for the bold vision with others around you. Point number 4. Gain confidence by first proposing your idea to people you feel comfortable with. I'll say this in case in point. You want to surround yourself as much as possible with people that celebrate you and not tolerate you. I want to say that again. It's important that you get around people that celebrate you and not tolerate you. And if you've had people that are around you that really care about you, they may share some ideas, and they may even have some pushback, but it's all to lift you up. It's all to make your idea, your bold idea, better. So we have to be around people that really mean us good. Tip number 5, have a plan in place in case you find yourself intimidated by negative reactions. Now, you're going to get pushback. Anytime your dream or your thought or your idea is a bold idea, you're going to get pushback. So have a plan by thoughts or things or sayings that are intimidating or negative towards your bold idea. Okay, don't allow it to phase you in regards to your bold idea or your dream or your vision that you're casting to your team players, to your team members, to your family, to peers. And number 6, assume you will have to deal with resistance. This is very important. It's a part of life. You're going to have to deal with resistance, but you stand your ground. If you really believe in your idea, stand your ground and allow people to share their thoughts and ideas. But in the end, you got to follow what's in your gut. You got to follow what you believe. You got to follow your dream. This is Dr. Owens saying, letting you know that you have what it takes. There are going to be times that come in your life where people, sometimes you may have to separate yourself from people because they just don't want change. They just don't want to accept the fact that this is a great idea for whatever the reason may be. And you may have to find yourself getting other friends or getting other people that will support your bold idea. But present your bold idea. Share it with people that you really care about and people that care about you. And if they have affinity for you, and if they're really someone that really respects you, they'll voice their opinion. But if it's really something that you believe in, they'll support you. So I want to encourage you, speak your bold idea. Speak it to yourself. Speak it out loud. Whatever dream that God has given you, you have the right, the inalienable right to pursue that dream, to pursue that vision. It doesn't matter how big it is. And if it was something that was not a dream, then it's something that you could do. Well, it's not a dream. So think big, be bold, speak boldly, pursue your dream, practice your craft, become good at what you do, and you'll have people from all around the world pursuing to take part in your bold vision and your bold idea. Once again, this is Dr. Owens saying you got what it takes. Listen, don't take any wooden nickels. Go for the gusto. You only live once. Live life every day as if it were your last. God bless you. This is Dr. Owens giving you an inspirational, informative moment. Take care, and God bless.